Welcome to the Survivors Podcast Week 2. My name is Zeb Gordon. I guess I'm the host now because I was unofficially declared so. That's Chris Aroon. Chris, how you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Good week?
Pretty good. It's been an okay week. Had a lot of exams. Just, we're in the weekend now. We're looking forward.
Cool. What are you drinking today, Chris?
I'm drinking a heavy drop sour New England IPA.
Sponsor us, please.
Please.
That's Michael Erickson.
Hi.
Michael, how are you doing?
It's been a week.
That's good. That's
been a
good.
week.
You know, it has been a week. Certainly has been a week. What are you drinking today?
I've got a Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA.
Wait, he didn't ask you.
I did.
Yeah, you just asked him.
Just asked.
Oh, dude, then no, I need to do something with my ears then.
Clean them out a little bit.
Yeah, give me a Q-tip.
That's Maz Aldini. How you doing, Maz?
Wow, dude, way to pronounce my last fucking
Is it
name.
Aldini?
No, dude, it's Al Hindi. Jesus.
Yeah,
it's Al Hindi, dog.
I thought it was Aldini.
No, dude, it's Al Hindi.
It's Maz I said this last week. You didn't catch it.
I don't know.
That's Maz Al Hindi.
Yeah, there you go.
Aldini.
Well, welcome to week 2, guys.
Oh, and that's our host, Zeb Gordon.
I introduced myself already.
That's fine. That's our host, Zeb Gordon.
So, our weekly format is all 4 of us bring a topic, but only one of us really brings a topic because no one actually thinks of a topic. So, who has a topic this week?
I had one like an hour ago. It's not here anymore.
I had one last week, so I feel like I'm on the clear here.
I also brought what is ice to
Oh!
and the princess one.
Yeah,
so I've
okay.
actually brought some content. What about you two? What do you guys have to offer?
I don't know, let's talk about anything.
Okay.
Well, that's so vague.
No, like anything.
We'll have to edit this part out apparently, but
Fuck.
no one brought a topic. I can't.
I was gonna do hot takes, but I know hot take to do.
I got a few hot takes.
Just throw a hot take out there. Let's see what happens with it.
The ocean tastes like ocean.
No.
The ocean tastes.
That's already
like
overdone. I want something just
No,
fun to
it's
talk.
not.
Oh my god, we had this argument for like 2
Freedom of
hours.
speech.
No, definitely not that. I don't know.
I meant to look at a topic. I really.
God
did.
damn it! No one brought a topic. I was really hoping at least one topic.
I probably.
Okay, wait. I want to talk about this. This is great that we got a platform to talk about this.
Look at the camera when you say
The other
this,
week,
so we
the
can
other
just cut
week,
to this.
this is perfect actually. The other week, Zeb had this beautiful idea of drunk driving course, like a drunk driving course.
We're not doing this one.
This is a bad topic.
Where you
What makes a song good?
No.
What makes video games
When-
every week?
Logic spits fire.
Let's do.
Yeah, do you guys see this poster?
Why is Tekken 7 the best video
Stop,
game
stop,
on the
stop,
market?
Genuinely, why don't we talk about favorite artists and why, and then have a discussion about that?
Oh, word. No, I can fuck with
Let's talk
that.
about it.
Wait. Let me start this off. And the best way to start this off is, have you guys noticed this poster?
I have actually.
Beautiful poster.
Wait, we didn't have I just kind of threw that out.
No one introduced the topic. We have
Yeah.
to cut. We'll cut to Chris.
Yeah, we'll cut.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Right here,
We're
Chris, look at the
abusing the
camera.
cut. We're
Look at-
abusing the cut.
Yeah.
We're really just.
What do you mean?
Another
There's a lot of
clap.
work
Yeah,
for
3,
him.
2, 1, clap.
No, we'll cut the last 5 minutes. We'll go from we each bring 4 topics. I'm gonna clap, and then you'll cut to the clap.
I'm not cutting any of this. This is all good cut.
Okay, that's fine. Chris, are you ready?
All right, yeah.
Look at the camera.
All right, so the topic that we have for discussion today is all of our favorite artists and why we believe that they are a great artist.
So
Can we disagree with each other?
We
Yeah,
can.
of course.
We can completely.
What the hell? Yeah.
Okay, I just want to just.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know if we were all just gonna be sitting here doing story time. And we're all just gonna be like, ooh.
So I'm gonna say this: I didn't get into rock until beginning of college, like mid college. I was heavily listening to rap and all that growing up, and so when I got into rock, I got heavy into Pink Floyd, but solely because I was okay. So they have an album, right? What is it? Dark Side of the Moon. And it's a great album, but it was on the top Billboard 100s for years, a crazy amount of years. So I ran through the album and I was like, wow, this is good shit, and I just didn't listen to any other album, right? So then when I was like, okay, I'm gonna start broadening out to Pink Floyd's albums, dude, they have so many old freaking albums and it's just trippy songs. It's nuts. But another album that I love is this right here. One of the reasons I got a poster of it. It's "Wish You Were Here." So it's like a 5-song.
Floyd?
Yeah, it's Pink Floyd.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a 5-song album, and
It's an EP.
it's it's an EP, and I mean I was about to say that. It's fine though. You got it.
No, go ahead.
No, but I'd say that it's like probably been one of my favorite albums for a good amount of time.
So Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, like favorite artist? Favorite artist?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. See, I hate this band.
I just listened to you talk for 3 minutes.
No.
You
So,
retract your answer.
I mean,
The thing is-
band is also an artist. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is this: is like I'll go by genre. I'll go favorite artist by genre, and like in terms of rock, like
No, that's.
But then, like, what's your like? If there is one artist that you will listen to, like, for the rest of your life, you know,
Big Sean.
like, is it Pink Floyd or is it like in like the pop category? You know?
wow. I don't know. I mean, I'm not too sure. I haven't really thought like.
Oh, good lord.
I go genre by genre, so to like just do it all at once. I don't know. I'd
You
honestly
have to choose.
I'd have to go towards. Oh man. I would have to go towards. I think one of my favorite, like, I'm just gonna go by saying, like, my favorite, like, rap artist is Kendrick Lamar. Just cause, like, Good Kid, Mad City was just a beautiful creme de la creme.
You are winding your answer. You're like.
I don't know.
It's like a stroll
What's
down
your-
like
what's your
different
favorite?
sides.
Floyd to Kendrick Lamar, like,
Well, no,
a
'cause
huge,
what
like,
genre? Like,
Here's how I do it.
What's your favorite artist?
My
ever?
favorite artist ever is Smino, and he has 2 great.
Is that
albums.
true?
Great albums.
Are you serious? Is that
Great
your
albums.
favorite artist of all time?
Yeah, probably.
Wow, that's
Obviously, I'm not thinking too hard, but if my gut wrench reaction of like somebody I have to listen to. Also, like potential future releases, I guess I'd be allowed to listen to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If this is like, if
So-
we can only listen to this artist.
Why
I
did you
think
say?
he's got-
I say your favorite, not you can only listen to him.
Yeah, but like that's sort of like, well, that, you
Yeah,
gotta ask
that
that
is,
question. That's
yeah.
kind of the
But
question.
your number one is who would you go to every time?
If I had to reach for something, just
Just to put like
damn, it might be Big Sean. It might.
I
He is
decided.
infinitely listenable. Infinite, like
Decided.
you can put on Big Sean. At
Oh,
any
wow,
event.
you're serious right now.
Any event. You can be like at a party, you can be with the boys, you can be with perhaps a lover. Any
Are you
situation,
serious right now, or are
any
you just fucking with me? Like,
I decided has a song for every vibe, I'm pretty
I
sure.
decided it might be the greatest album ever written.
Did you listen to his mixtape Detroit?
No, I actually have just a very little bit Sean.
That's a great.
It's basically it's the one where he's like kneeling on the cover like this, and then I decided that's it.
Which one with the
you're serious right now.
there's water
100%.
on a window or something? He's like, or like a shower looks like.
Oh, that's like Dark Sky Paradise. or
Yeah, I
something
like
that.
Dark Side Paradise as well.
I've never listened to that album. I just know that
It's a lot like I decided.
Blessing is on that song, that album or whatever. But the one where he's like crouching, it has that song with Ginny.
Are you really making the case that Big Sean is your favorite artist?
See, now we're getting into the weeds because I'm thinking like this is the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm like
So
because I changed the question in my mind to someone who I could reach for in doubt of any situation. You
That's
know?
not the
But that was not.
That's not the question. So
Yeah.
I guess my favorite artist of all time would have to be.
Kanye West has to be up.
It might actually be Kanye West.
He has such a large discography. I think it timed out. I think it just timed out. We're good. Glad it was mid-thought.
He was mid-thought on.
But and then you get to like Pablo, like much different than anything else. But you get to Kids See Ghosts, which is wildly different. It's not really a congruent album, but it's really good. Like I would say Kanye West has to be like favorite artist.
Yeah, but what
I could also
he
go-
did in his music that like stands out?
You can
Like, the
reach for
reason-
808s, and it's basically everything we've listened to in the last 10
No,
years.
because I got something in mind that he
That's
does
a very
with his
certain-
music that's so unique that he brought to the game.
What is it?
It's his use of vocals as sampling. So he samples a lot of vocals in his
Yeah.
music, and it just adds like this whole other layer.
I watched a not Genius.
Yeah,
a
I've
Vox
seen-
video about this one time.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Vox.
It was very insightful.
Please sponsor us.
Every time we bring up a company, please, we need money. Chris, what's your favorite?
Well, you already know who it is. For the people that don't know who it is, it's Frank Ocean. Easily Frank Ocean, the greatest artist of our generation. Won Grammy.
Big Sean probably has Grammy.
He probably does. But he won a Grammy for his debut album, which is
Very impressive, yeah.
very impressive.
I mean, he also did the whole Odd Future rotation.
but he didn't like release. Like he only wrote for them for like the most part.
Wasn't he on that one with the donut on the front?
Yeah, he was on the song White.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
with
a
the
good song.
sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Great song.
Good song.
Is he not on what's the one they think the 12-minute song? I featured
Pyramids?
No.
No, I know what
definitely
he's
not.
talking about.
It's
but
like their like last song on their on a like 12 More Hot Future Songs album.
Yo, Jamie, pull that up.
Hey, Jamie, pull that song up. That's a great choice. I'm not surprised that I'm conflating the question.
What do you mean?
I keep wanting to go back to only
Oldie.
one person
You're
to listen
oldie
to
or
for the
no?
rest of time.
Yeah, he's on only.
Because I think they're all an oldie. I think
If that's the
all
case-
have a verse.
If that's the case, I'm picking Chopin. His music.
Wow, that's whack.
That is.
No, it's not whack.
Like
If the case is only thing that you had to listen to all the time.
Sure, let's make it you're stuck on a deserted island, and that's
Yeah.
Oh, Chopin.
Well-
yeah, easy.
I decided.
Easy.
I decided
Okay, for, like,
in a heartbeat.
music?
Yeah, you can't throw a party to Chopin, dog.
What do you mean?
What kind of party are you throwing?
It's not about. Are we throwing a party on an
You and the
island?
sea turtles are out.
Okay, well that's not the heart of the question.
Crad rave.
The heart of the
The
question,
question is, if any situation rose up, could you play this artist
Yeah.
at that situation?
I thought the question was if you were on an island. You had
I mean,
to
but
listen
you
to
need to get
What
to
are
the,
we asking?
you need to get to the heart of the question. You need to read the question.
Hit me up. Hit me up.
So like it's what Chris just said.
All right. What was that?
It was an artist you can reach for at any time. We should also cut the segments in.
Wait. So, but you
what?
just said
We should go to the next topic soon.
an artist.
Let it flow.
Yeah. No.
Let it flow.
You said an artist that you could just listen to for the rest of the time. So those are two different questions.
I agree.
So now we're at three different questions.
The question has evolved.
I mean, my question's still the same.
But that's so boring.
What do you mean?
I'm just gonna say
Favorite artist?
He's gonna say Kanye West. You're gonna say Frank Ocean. I couldn't have guessed what he's gonna say.
Well, I have such deep.
Apparently, it's.
I have such deep reasoning for my favorite artist, but like.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like that's
Let's
less
dwell on
interesting.
that.
But then you were also like piggybacked on his favorite artist, really like softly.
Who?
Yeah.
Michaels? No,
Yeah.
I said Big Sean.
Oh no, you didn't.
I mean, I'm not much of a music man. You know, I just listen. I just listen to what's in front of me.
I would very strongly disagree that you are not a music man.
I consume what's put in front of me.
You consume a great
What
amount
kind
of
of life
music.
is that, dude? You
No, 'cause he doesn't-
search.
Well, I'm not like I'm picky, but like
You
I
gotta
don't.
search.
I consume
Search.
the good things that are in front of me.
Yeah, you don't like go out of your way to like listen to like Rolling Stones or be like you don't listen to. Like,
I very
old
rarely
stuff.
like go outside of my genre to
Yeah.
like.
What's your
explore
genre?
Hip hop and R&B.
Do you ever listen to rock?
This
I occasionally, but I'm not like I tried
No,
listening.
no. Do you ever play rock on your phone while you're walking to class, or like while you're walking, or you're driving?
There's rocks like in my saved songs, but it's like a few.
Alternative, probably.
No, there's rock songs in there,
Like
but
what?
like I don't know, like rock is so like.
Holland 1945.
That's one.
That's alt rock, by the way.
Is that alt rock?
That's alt indie rock.
Well,
yeah.
you're getting real close to rock at that
alt
point.
rock and rock.
What?
Alt rock and rock. Will explain the difference.
Distort it a little bit. That's alt rock.
Totally.
Alt rock is just anything that does not appeal to the mainstream rock fan. Like.
Okay.
I believe.
So would like Cage the
I
Elephant be alt rock? Or they
Cage
rock?
the Elephant's rock for sure.
They're rock.
I
Cage the Elephant's rock. Alt rock is like Foster the People.
Tame Impala.
Tame Impala's alt
Is he
rock.
alt rock?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
He's alt pop for sure.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus.
Tame Impala is definitely pop.
He's dream pop.
Psychedelic.
He's a psychedelic.
Neo wave. That is actually the Frank Ocean blonde genre. Psychedelic neo wave pop.
Doesn't Led Zeppelin have like Stairway to Heaven though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
but
do you mean have Siri?
Led Zeppelin
Like
has
in
such
their
a
they're like
Yeah, like they. Yeah.
It's one of the. It's probably their most popular song.
Yeah. I feel like that's not a very hard drug.
No,
doing
I
song.
can't quit
No,
you, baby.
but there's a lot of things that just like they just go with sound for like 5 minutes and just let you like
Experience the trip.
yeah.
Yo, recently discovered "I Can't Quit You, Baby." Great song by Led Zeppelin. Also, while I discovered that song, I discovered "Little Wing" by Jimi Hendrix. Fucking amazing,
Well, yeah.
phenomenal song.
Jimi Hendrix is really good. Like,
I think most people agree. Yeah. I've never actually listened to any Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't listen to many of these artists.
This is
that
what I
we
say.
just
Like
talked
I'm not
about.
much of a music man. I'm like everyone's always surprised.
I would say I'm a music man, but I don't listen to a lot of like old rock.
I mean,
So
I
wait,
feel like
wait.
you can't consider yourself a
I
music
got-
person unless you're like well acquainted with like all the genres. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
maybe like a broader.
No. I can like say that I am into music. Ooh, this is a great question. I can say I'm into music without having listened to the history of music.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not saying the history
Yes.
of music is necessary. I'm not telling you to go
But
back.
I
to
would
this
I would
rock,
argue
rock,
that
like-
Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, are now part of the history of music.
Well, I mean,
Like,
you got to listen to them because rock's dying in a sense. Like it's all underground at this point.
Yeah.
So like if you wanted to listen to like true rock, you have to go listen to like slightly older stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
So like
mainstream.
it's so not mainstream anymore that like you
Because
have
it's
to.
historical
So-
at this point. It is.
No, that's
no,
just the
it's-
it is
it's
a part of the older generation. Like our
I mean, rock
parents.
will make a comeback. Rock will make a comeback.
You think so?
100%. Rock's definitely gonna make a comeback.
I think hip hop's gonna die.
It's like
All right.
punk's coming
the
back.
record,
and-
I disagree
I mean,
with
hip hop will go
this.
off of the mainstream. It won't be the zeitgeist
not dead,
anymore.
but it'll become less.
It'll do the
popular.
rock thing where it goes underground again. It'll just go in cycles.
Like,
You think so?
some
Do
question.
you think it'll just like do like a what is it
Do you
called?
Things aren't really gonna die now that
The
we're in
Chinese
modern
way?
age.
It fluctuates.
So here's
Yeah.
what here's
It's
my
a sine curve.
Yeah, it's like a what is it like rock and hip hop hit like the alternating like generations of the mainstream.
Probably not. I don't think they like are mutually exclusive. Like
There's
punk
a-
and hip hop are like pretty similar. And
I mean, like Playboy Cardi.
yeah, like they
That's
share a lot
pop-
of common
pop,
things.
trap,
I think pop and
Or
hip
punk, trip
hop
hop.
tend to cannibalize each other a little bit.
Pop and hip hop.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
like listen, like pop's gone away in the last like couple of years.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like the top 100 like songs
Jason Derulo.
is like it's all like rap mixed with like pop tendencies.
Every time
Like they're like cannibalizing each other.
I mean, but any time that like Taylor Swift comes out with an album, top of the tracks.
She's different. She's
No, she isn't. Lana Del Rey came out with her Norman
No one
fucking
cared.
Ralph. It was top of the tracks when it released.
was it, like on the radio. Like was it like
Yeah, it was. I mean, well, a lot of the songs were explicit, so you can't put them on like the radio without a unexplicit version.
I mean, I guess like the most streamed song ever is a rap song. You know what I mean?
Which song?
Yeah, but that argument.
Or not most streamed. Highest at number 1.
Yeah, but technology
Whole
wasn't
time.
around.
Oh.
Streaming technology
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
around during like the.
But
rock
that
era.
is arguably a pop rap album, like song.
That's what I'm saying. Like pop rap is like what people think of as rap now. Like
So,
right.
I agree.
Michael agrees with me.
Okay.
Okay, I said. We're telling our kids about.
I think obsolete's the
Like-
wrong word.
XXX Natasha.
no obsolete definitely.
I don't think a lot of our favorite artists will be obsolete anytime soon, at least.
Oh yeah.
What do you, like
Uzi's gonna be no one in 10 years.
You think so? 10
Smino's
years?
gonna be no one in 10
in
years.
10 years. 10 years is like a
Think about 10 years ago.
in terms of music. 10 years is a very short time.
Okay, what were listening? So in 2010,
heavy correct.
what was popular?
In 2010,
2010. Right?
Kanye West was still popular then.
Okay, so these are the
Frank
big-
Ocean came out in 2012.
So like the people that survive are like Drake and Kanye West, Frank
Eminem.
Ocean, Taylor
Eminem.
Swift, Justin
Jay-Z?
Bieber. He is not in the limelight.
He's not.
Yeah, he's not in the limelight anymore.
Yeah, but he like will. What do you mean?
He was great, but he's not popular.
He's not like that popular anymore.
But isn't
not
that
at all.
Yeah, but like he.
like, we don't talk about, like...
I mean, his music was definitely like.
Yeah, but we're
gonna be
saying
remembered.
I'm
But
saying,
also
like-
it was popular.
it'll be like remembered, but that won't be an artist that people are like lining up to see as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it won't be on the radio all the time and stuff like that. Like he doesn't actually have good recent music, but like Eminem is a great example.
He's becoming...
He's so obsolete,
He's trying,
even though
but
people
he's
like
just-
know who he is and respect him. It's like
Well,
he
I mean,
came out with an album
he has a
we were
cult
all
following
like-
at this point.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, he's a cult following.
He's
That's what
still
we're talking
making
about.
money, but
Obsolete is
still-
definitely like
But
in
people
the
still
same
probably
vein.
cult follow Green Day, and they're still making money.
they're
not-
so obsolete.
And they were huge in the 90s.
People
but now
still listen to Green Day.
Yes.
Do they still make music?
We saw an
love-
album
they
10
have-
years
Didn't
ago.
they recently have an album? Like
I mean, we saw Revolutionary
Wait,
Radio.
how do we have a perspective on any of this?
What?
My
like,
dad was
what
in
I'm
the
saying
music
is-
industry.
No, but yeah, I mean that's huge. But like, what I'm saying is like, if because you brought up a great point, right?
Yeah.
10 years is not a lot of time
In terms of music.
how music will transform. Think about this: if you're like then go back in like the classical era, Baroque era. There were other people making music other than Bach and Mozart, but the remembered ones.
Oh, the greats.
Bach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Great. So in 100 years, who's going to be remembered from our era of just being young, growing up from the 50s? No, not even 50s, 70s,
Like, Big
60s.
Sean's gonna be nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But Jay-Z.
But Kanye West and Jay-Z
Yes,
will be
they-
remembered.
Yeah, that's what
remember-
but I'm saying a lot of our favorite artists right now. But no one's gonna give a damn. You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down?
Like, I was, like, I'm pretty into, I think I'm, like, not great into music, but I'm, like, relatively into music. I didn't know Frank Ocean, and I probably wouldn't have discovered him if it were not for meeting, like, you, essentially. You, Matt, and
Wait,
George.
did you listen to
But he is
Future?
pretty big.
I did, but I don't listen to...
Not
aside
really.
from,
He doesn't like sell
Tyler.
songs.
Blonde has been on the top 200 Billboard since its release.
Okay.
The
but like,
Billboard's more,
Only like people who are into Frank Ocean like see Frank Ocean. They're like, oh, like
Yeah.
this is it. Like
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. You're
That's
super
kinda crazy.
blind. You have blinders on. 'Cause
I
you
feel like
love
I do.
Frank Ocean.
Because I mean, to be fair, like
Just
he
fair.
is.
You can be biased. Like, that's not. Like,
Yeah,
that,
in
we all have
my personal
deep
opinion, I do
biases.
think he is genuinely probably the greatest artist of our generation. And that
There's a
might
lot
be,
of people who disagree with
that might be a hot take, but I feel like to be fair, like your favorite artist, Kanye West, has been featuring him on every single major release that he's done since Channel Orange.
But I didn't know that.
What do you mean? Every single album that Kanye West has had, Frank
But no-
Ocean has been featured on.
people just don't like look.
I couldn't have told you that. I honestly
Really?
couldn't name
Frank's track, Life of Pablo. Frank's track. It's literally called that.
I hadn't.
People don't know that.
No idea.
That's insane. That's iconic.
Also, people don't listen to that track. Like that's
Yeah,
like,
What's the song on Watch the Throne?
Again, if it's not
the whole point is we don't
It's
know.
one of the two popular ones.
It's not Otis. It's not, Murder to Excellence or No Church in the Wild. He's on either of those.
No Church in the Wild.
Is he on that?
No Church in the Wild. It's featuring Frank Ocean.
No one
I
knows
had
that.
no idea.
No one knows that.
That's
What's a
crazy.
king to a god? Yeah, that one.
Is that
What's a
Frank
god
Ocean?
to a king?
Oh yeah, that is him.
What's a king
Yeah,
to a
Yeah.
non?
I mean, I know that only because I know what his voice sounds
Who
like now,
don't
but I would
believe
go back and
in-
think
Like,
about it.
yeah, like, I
And no one
know-
knows that. He's that feature that everyone's like, man, what a sick voice.
Well,
And
I
then
mean, like,
never thinks about it again.
he like rarely
Yo,
features
by the way,
as well.
sorry for touching
When he
you.
does, it's
I
anytime
thought
he
about
features,
that for a
it's
second. I
the
was like,
best.
damn,
All right,
I
can
really
we-
just
can
did
I pivot?
follow him.
Yeah,
sure.
if
Go
you want
ahead.
to.
What are your guys' favorite Saturday morning cartoons when you were a kid?
That's a really good question.
Scooby Doo has to be up there for
Probably.
me.
Fuck.
Scooby Doo.
Pokemon Last
I watched
Survivor.
a lot of Scooby Doo as a kid.
Which one?
Whatever I could get whatever was just on.
Whatever I could
Like,
get my
if
hands
it was
on.
Scooby Doo, I'd probably have it on. Like my parents, like they just kind of like were like, okay, and if it was on, it was on TV.
Like, but was it the one with like the 1960s animation where they were like?
No, probably the
all-
more recent.
What was the name? Is it What's New Scooby Doo?
Maybe that sounds. I read a lot of like fan theories on the Scooby Doo universes, and there's essentially 3 universes where everything takes place.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Man, you've actually read up on this.
Yeah, a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I grew up watching SpongeBob and Tom and Jerry occasionally.
Is that a Saturday morning cartoon, SpongeBob?
SpongeBob isn't. Tom and Jerry is a big one.
Tom and Jerry is one.
But like
SpongeBob-
Saturday morning,
SpongeBob's a
like is that like
cartoon.
are you like legitimately saying like Saturday morning or like what
Yeah.
you just watch on Saturday morning? Because
So it's-
SpongeBob's
those
on.
guys-
You just said the same thing.
SpongeBob's on. I'm pretty sure.
Not you.
Nickelodeon.
I
I'm pretty sure. it's on.
Nickelodeon was more like live action on Saturdays.
So Saturday morning cartoons are channels that don't always run cartoons, but they would on Saturday mornings as a like, kids segment.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Scooby Doo was one
And
of
Scooby Doo is one of those.
Because it's so there's so much history with Scooby. They can just play whatever.
and all
You
the
already know my two.
Looney Tunes. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Naruto
Oh.
Huge.
and Yu-Gi-Oh.
They did.
Why
yeah,
would you
Yu-Gi-Oh
throw up
was
to
big.
Why would you throw up to Naruto and then be like a Yu-Gi-Oh though? Yeah, that's dope.
Because Naruto's like too
How?
like anime for like being a kid.
No, because
But-
that's
What does that
they
even
had
mean?
dubbed versions of all of
Obviously,
it.
yeah, but like it's
I love that show. as a
like
kid.
Dragon Ball is much cooler. I feel like Naruto's too modern.
Naruto was like our age though.
What does that even mean?
Like
Dragon Ball was like
I feel like I watched that like too after like my childhood years.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched that when I was like 6.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's,
I was, like,
that's
young.
deeper than I anticipated.
I mean, like that was like my age for like Naruto. Like it was just like it was like 3 years earlier they were watching Dragon Ball, and then like my like group was watching Naruto.
I never did Dragon Ball personally.
I love Naruto, and that's why I know a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like now is because I watched so much of it as a kid. Like Yu-Gi-Oh GX,
Sucked.
the one with Jaden in the academy.
Sucked really
I
bad.
don't
was
think
great.
I really watched cartoons on like Saturday mornings.
Really?
So
I was like a big sleepover kid, so there's always pretty much from like first grade on. There's like always a sleepover at someone's house or my house. It was like let's go outside and do shit. It was always like
You want to hear the saddest part?
what?
I am the exact opposite. I don't think I had a sleepover until I was in like 8th
Really?
grade.
that was pretty sad.
I
it was
lived
really
it.
sad.
Yeah, I get that.
I think me and my one friend spent every weekend alternating for all of like 2nd and 3rd grade. I don't think we went a weekend without doing something like at someone's house. Maybe there's 3 of
Yeah,
us.
I mean,
Maybe
like,
there's
yeah.
3. It was we just like
Wait.
rotate
I
houses.
vibe with this idea. In 3rd grade, like
I had
It was like
second,
no
third grade.
experience
We
like
would
this.
play football Fridays after school at my place. Then we'd either go to his house, stay at my house, or go to other person's house. And there'd be 3 of us just chilling and playing whatever, playing games, going outside, doing stuff.
I vibe with that heavily. I would go to my friend Daniel's house just every day.
You guys still friends?
I mean, definitely not friends, but
Tom's a dick.
Daniel's still a nice kid, but he's in Kentucky. So, I moved 7 hours away, and it was one time we were driving up there and it started snowing, and my mom is not the most confident driver, and we were in the hills of the Appalachian Mountains, and she was swerving around very steep cliffs. We didn't go back after
Wait,
that.
what did you call it?
Appalachia.
Appalachian?
The Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian?
Appalachian.
It's
Those mountains. Those mountains.
The mountains on the east.
Those mountains on the eastern area of the country.
Now, my thing is, I grew up in an apartment complex, so all my buddies ended up being the kids that were lived there as well. So there was no really big point to sleep over until we got middle school, and our parents were whatever, go ahead sleep over. We had this one buddy who would always host sleepovers. We would just play video games all night. It was nuts. I mean, that's the thing to do, when you sleep over.
That's the one.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 was a big sleepover game.
We didn't actually have that. We played a lot of
split-screen Halo.
Split-screen
Halo,
my friend,
Forge,
his mom
everything.
didn't give a damn, so he had all the M games. We would play Shipment, Call of Duty 4, split screen, and we would just run shotguns and just run around, and people slap C4 on the walls. A really deep meta came out of that. Actually, it was a really good time.
Anybody screen peek?
Oh yeah, aggressively. I was fucking criminal of screen peeking. Also, Star Fox Assault, but no one talks about that game, so I don't know.
I had a buddy, and his dad, his parents hated me, and here's why, because we got GTA 4, me and a couple buddies, and then we were in middle school. But no, because
stop.
My brother was old enough, bought it, and then I was I'm playing this, and just ended up playing it. A couple other buddies bought it because they had older brothers. My one buddy though, he was the oldest, and he was very we were young, we were in middle school. So for his birthday, I convinced my mom to buy GTA 4 for him, for his birthday present. So I went over to his house for his birthday, and then gave him GTA 4, and his dad just looks at me, he's like, "You fucking kidding me? This is rated M."
Your mom was just down to buy M games?
Huh? Dude, I convinced her. I was like, "Mom, this is what they do it here in America. This is it.
This is it."
That's super funny because I was the same thing. My first few games, it was all Call of Duty and all that stuff, and my mom was like, "What's this rating mean?" I'm like, "Oh, it's M for everyone."
Everyone. I had to fight for E10 Plus.
Really?
Wow.
I was 9, and I was like, "Mom, please." I was like, "I gotta play Jack."
I never had to fight for a rating in my life, and I'm so blessed.
I had a wild experience. So my dad let me play GTA San Andreas on mute because I didn't talk anymore.
Oh, you didn't hear the iconic. Oh, here we go again.
When I got Battlefront 1, and it was rated T. I had to beg to play because it was too violent. I could play
Battlefront 2, wasn't it T?
Battlefront 1.
That was rated T, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I could play GTA San Andreas on mute. I remember running people over,
terrible things.
Taking hijacking cars. But Battlefront 1 was the biggest fight of my life to get to Mom, it's just video games.
It was just different.
What do you think about the argument that video games cause violence?
I think it's ridiculous.
I would say, see, I don't know, it's kind of hard because for me,
clearly not.
No, because you gotta understand where the argument is coming from.
I don't. I literally don't.
Take a step out from your experiences. Take a step out from your experiences.
Be a boomer.
And just think about it. No. Okay, think about it. You got a kid.
We'll get sued for that one.
This kid's
I hate the
you got a kid, and that kid's 10 years
You
old.
love Trump.
And this kid comes up to you and says, "Yeah, I want to play some Call of Duty, dude." I'm like, that's the thing he's gonna find enjoyment from. You play games to be entertained, and you're gonna be entertained from violence. I feel like
you haven't made a.
I do. No, I kind of got that.
I have no idea what he's saying.
So imagine you're a person that's never played a game in your entire life, right?
Okay.
You're super old generation, all this stuff. Your whole life view has been there has been war in the U.S. basically, and in the past, and it's been bad. And now some whatever straggle on ragabond kid comes around. And he's like, I want to play a game where all you do is shoot people. That seems a little. In my mind, that is a little bit kind of.
you got Mario and then Call of Duty. And then
exactly.
Mario.
Take away the Call of Duty. Just make them watch Rambo instead. That's a much healthier alternative.
I'm not saying that's whatever different. But imagine you're actively
let's protest movies. Why are people not in the street
because
protesting?
the big difference.
Video games are rated.
No, the big difference between this is you're an active participant.
Passive versus active.
Yeah, exactly.
enjoyment.
You can watch it and just like take it in, whereas you're actively being the one shooting people.
When you're getting good at killing people, it's a weird psychological switch.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can do.
I understand how old people. Now that Moz has talked about it, I understand how older people. I want to say older. They could think of it as like a weird thing.
Like, do I play Mario and I start jumping on stuff? Like, what?
I don't know.
Like, I'm not just gonna start like hopping on. I'm not gonna start like punching the the fucking ceiling
that's
because I play
different.
Mario.
It's like
It's the same thing. It's both video games.
Yeah, but my thing is like Mario doesn't have any blood or gore and doesn't have any like bad language, right?
Yeah, but still, like you guys are arguing that like you impersonate what you play. So like, why am I not trying
but
to
Mario's
like?
not realistic. Guns are realistic.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
I mean, like, what about like
Mario takes place in a
okay, what about
fantasy
Gears
world.
of War where it's fighting
That's
aliens?
terrible.
Yeah,
Like,
but
literally
guns
alien
and humans.
Mario's a human.
Does he look like one? No, he's a
Yes,
cartoon.
he does.
He's a cartoon.
Okay, what about
Like it's more
Does
realistic.
Naruto look like us?
like
Kinda.
there's like infinite like examples where you could just be like there's like a violent game that is also non-realistic.
No, there's a connection between
Like San Andreas
realistic-
characters don't look like us.
What?
San Andreas characters do not look like
But
us.
they're meant to.
A little bit they do.
Mario's supposed to
They
look
look.
like
They,
us.
no,
proportions.
San Andreas
The
looks
proportions.
way closer to humans than Mario does.
It's literally like
proportions of the
6
art.
polygons moving.
One of my favorite games growing up, I would definitely have to say would be like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. That was my first like fantasy experience, like swords, knights, like not knights, but like swords.
What was that on? What was that
Did you
on?
start stacking stuff?
N64.
You got an N64?
Yeah.
Damn.
Did
Like-
you start looking for Ganon after you started playing those games?
Well, no, how I started was I watched my brothers play
You didn't
games.
know what I was
He
gonna
he has no idea.
I started watching. Like I watched a lot of like my brother
It was
play
a
games.
callback.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I watched my brothers like play a bunch of games, right? So like
Sure.
I watched them like run through the whole game, and then like eventually when I was like able to play those games, like I like did, cause like when I like for example like when I was playing like the first time like I tried playing like Ocarina of Time, like I was scared. Like I'd be like, oh no, I just stop playing. Like once I got to like a part of the game where like I had to like go like to a corner, like fight ghosts or anything like that. But like once I like got older, I was like, no, I want to give this game a run through, and like did it, and was like, this is amazing.
I'm not even kidding. I like blacked out for that entire spiel.
What was the point of that story?
That be the Hold up, let me answer this. Yellow.
What is happening?
Yeah.
We're gonna pause.
What's up?
What was the point of that story?
I don't know.
I have no clue. I blacked out.
We were talking about like video game
Yeah,
rounds.
we're doing. Yeah, come through.
I had a spring break.
We'll be
flashback
ready in
to-
like 10 and 15.
All
Alright.
I genuinely blacked out. I don't think I processed.
Did anyone play?
Dude, I just literally
Wait.
said my favorite game is Legends of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Why?
Because I'm trying to like. What do you mean why?
We were like
why talk
mid-con-
about anything?
We were mid conversation, and then
And
you
what
just.
about what? It was dying out. What
I
else
had
is there to
points
talk-
to get. I was.
Oh, dude, I want to hear those points. Dude.
Never
I want to hear those
Never
points.
mind.
Can I segue
Never
into a
mind.
really obscure game?
Yeah, you
Did
can.
anyone play Viva Pinata?
No.
Yeah, I heard of it.
No, I'm serious.
Wow, what is happening?
I spent way more of my childhood than I have to admit playing Viva Pinata.
Jesus Christ!
I saw a lot of ads for it. I have no idea what it's about.
so cathartic. It is just.
You just beat pinatas up?
No, you have to you like build like nurse like you attract them, and then like you have to train like you have to like convert them from black and white to colored. Cause they're not they're like not unlocked. You gotta like
What?
build like to get the fox, you gotta have the has to
What
get
is
the
the
bunny.
what is the
The fox.
gameplay loop? What is the gameplay loop? You do this,
Jesus.
you do this, you do this.
So you have a farm, or you have a plot.
Okay.
You put plants. Plants
Okay.
attract pinatas. Pinatas attract predator pinatas. You tame them. So to get a fox, you'd have a bunny first. Bunny takes carrots. Fox kills bunny. You get the fox.
What the fuck is
I
happening?
Then
actually
they mate. Then
may have just
you
gotten
have to
stroke.
build a house, and then they both you get a male and female.
So it's like a sim game.
Kinda.
Dude, Sims.
But there's
Great
like you
game.
unlock different pinatas through different like
I think I'm having a stroke.
trials.
What is that?
Sounds like Chow Garden, but
It
for
was
bitches.
so good. I spent so many.
So
days.
as a kid, I played a lot of Pokemon.
Oh, you loser.
Okay.
Wow, dude. Wait,
This
wow.
is taking such a turn for the
Pokemon Ruby was my first game I ever played.
First game ever?
I've never played.
But Ruby was my first Pokemon, not
Do
my
you know
first
like
game.
two
Everyone's-
worms fuck if you have pinata? They squeak.
Wait, we're
Talking about,
yeah, the DS, great console.
what's that game? Worms? It's just called Worms?
Yeah, it's called
the
Worms.
battle one?
Yeah!
Yeah, Zeb, are
It's
you
just
okay?
it's just a less physical
Tanks.
fucking no. Oh, a guy would hate me. I couldn't think of this.
Raft Wars.
No. Oh shit.
Balloon.
Territory Wars. There we go. You haven't played Territory Wars?
No.
Like the Flash game with stick figures that like
Worms
kill
is
each other?
way better.
No,
Tanks is
Territory
way
Wars
better.
is sick.
The holy hand grenade of worms.
Territory Wars is
Yeah,
like a
PS2
way more
version.
physical version. You can like when you get like you just do gun and he pulls out like an AK that's like as big as him.
Yeah, I was in 4th grade.
It was awesome. It was
But
Territory Wars
Pokemon
is
was
simple.
really good.
I missed the Pokemon.
No one cares about your topic.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Diamond was the best. I
Oh
think.
no, Ruby was easily
No,
my
Diamond.
favorite.
The extension of what they did in Diamond was nuts. Like,
Okay, but wait.
you could go underground.
My
and mine.
favorite Saturday morning cartoon was Power Rangers. If that counts.
That's not a cartoon.
It
Live
it
action.
came on
That's,
live
yeah,
action.
that's live action.
But like it only showed on Saturday.
It's not a
mornings.
cartoon.
It only showed on Saturday.
It's not a cartoon.
not cartoon.
I can see
Not
the
a cartoon.
Thank you. Like
see
it's a
that.
Saturday
dude.
morning television show.
It was
for
a
kids.
staple Saturday morning thing.
Nah, dude, you don't get excited.
Like when did you watch Power
you
Rangers?
didn't give
Saturday
me
morning.
the exception for SpongeBob.
I didn't watch Power Rangers.
Okay, well I'll tell you as someone who watched Power Rangers avidly for 3 seasons,
Whew.
it's Saturday morning.
Is it a cartoon?
He's defeated.
Checkmate.
That's legit. Defeated. See, this is
It's,
what I was
it's
talking
kind of
about.
close to anime
This
though.
is-
It's actually
Yeah,
sick.
it's very
It's
close.
kinda
No, no,
sick.
this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm
Based
like
on Super
SpongeBob.
Sentai.
I'm like SpongeBob. He goes, nah, dude, that's not Saturday morning. And then
It's
he goes,
not.
And then he goes, Power Rangers.
Well, it wasn't
and then
Saturday.
he's like,
It wasn't.
The key point, the thing, it comes on Saturday morning and you watch it in your pajamas, like while you're eating fucking pancakes that your mom brought you.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
and it's a
okay.
cartoon.
Those last two things did not
See, I
happen. I was
played
not in
in
pajamas. My mom did not bring me
in your
pancakes.
pajamas.
You're
Like,
playing
You're
Viva Pinata.
you got Viva Pinata on this screen. You got Power
He gave you
Rangers
some
on
coffee.
this.
Dude, my mom.
Yeah, the very different thing between your Saturday morning and my Saturday morning, I was on pajamas. I was actually in a full suit because I'm Middle Eastern, and then my mom would bring me cucumbers and a Turkish coffee.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, I solely the
that
cucumbers.
I'm Turkish Armenian.
But no,
No,
you
the
mean-
cucumbers
you
Turkish
mean-
coffee part.
What?
The cucumbers and Turkish coffee, is that a thing?
The Turkish coffee's a meme. The cucumbers is not a meme.
No, yeah, it's not a meme.
For breakfast?
That shit's not a meme.
The
100%.
tomatoes, cucumbers, and
100%.
cheese, like some specific cheese of your type,
Like for breakfast,
is like a pinnacle. Yes.
No, it was like a snack. Like they just a
They're
plate.
like the
and then
Cocoa Puffs.
That's it.
Yeah, where am I? Like, I was eating like Sugar Man crisps. And
Oh,
was
I had like, as a kid, I never ate cereal.
You were missing out then.
I know.
It's literally, it doesn't provide
I
any
ate
nutrients.
hummus.
That's the best part of
It's
cereal.
just-
Is it's just sugar and carbs. So like, you start your day and you just yam down like the sweetest thing in the world and you crash.
That's
Oh,
my
I'm an
that's
idiot.
that's my reasoning. So like my parents always said I was like a golden child as a kid, and I think my reasoning was I never had any sugar highs ever. I don't think I had any sugar in my life until I was like actually like teenager age.
It's probably for the best, but you really did miss out on quite a bit. Like, I'll be honest, you missed out on everything.
Nah, I had like Pokemon and I had cucumbers. I was really happy.
Dude, no, let me tell you.
We stayed up 2 days straight just drinking Coke.
I never drank soda as a kid.
Because we were like, how far can we push this sugar high thing?
What?
So
Okay.
we just kept drinking.
I'm not
Coke.
gonna-
You're gonna die
We
very early.
We each got like a 12 pack.
You're gonna die very
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I had a buddy. I went over at his house. Like we were just hanging out. And we were playing RuneScape, and like I go to sit like you ever like you know what I mean like he's playing. My buddy was playing on the computer. I'm just sitting next to him watching, and like out of nowhere he just like pulls like a Domino's bag of sugar with a plastic spoon in it, and just goes. And then just goes right back. I'm like,
That was crack
are you-
cocaine.
Yeah, I'm like, is this okay? Like, what's happening?
I started a really weird thing when I started actually like ingesting sugar. I for some reason I got a really big craving for sugar cubes like a horse, and I would just like if
Stop
I
it right there.
I'm sorry.
See a horse
Let's cut it out.
If I ever like went to like a restaurant where they had, like tea or whatever and they had sugar cubes, I would always like take like a bite, and my parents would be like, "What are you doing?"
I went through a phase where I would add sugar packets to Coke at restaurants.
Whoa, you motherfucker. That is disgusting.
Like I would like whip two
We're all
out.
like, we're all like, we're all admitting like deep dark secrets about our sugar like gluttonies. Like,
I've never been much of a sugar kid.
if any British people out there are watching
You
us,
just
this is
said
what
I'm
America's
sorry.
feeling.
What?
Dude, you just say you stayed up drinking Coke trying to see what's up. What do you mean?
I guess that is a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing is, it's funny you said about the cucumber thing. barely used a spoon growing up. Like I ate everything with pita bread.
What?
No, with pita bread.
Just soup.
100%.
How did you?
The crunchy or the soft?
Soft.
Soft? Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
Yeah, literally.
Really missing out on something here.
Dude, I need dude.
No,
every
Mom
day.
and I have this weird connection because we're both in like
It's not
ultra
weird. Is you guys have the same cultural background.
Yeah, but it's like something that nobody will ever understand except for us.
Except for everyone from the Middle East.
Yeah,
Hey, chill with that.
I had church and sugary cereal. They had cucumber.
Cucumber.
Hey, people take the cucumbers, okay?
Why do you think Turkish coffee's a meme? That's not a meme, it's a thing.
Oh, but I didn't drink it as a child. I drank a lot of tea as a child.
Oh, yeah.
My mom really loves tea, so she would always brew it morning and night. So
The best way I explain it to my friends is like the consumption of tea and coffee in my household, it's basically this. When you have a family friend over, you don't ask, what do you want, tea or coffee? You say, what do you want first, tea or coffee? Because then the next one's coming right up.
Jesus.
Like whatever if you say tea, you're like, all right, word, and then I'm gonna go get the coffee ready. Like that's straight up what
I
it
don't like
is.
the calf.
oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
That's what I also think that's also a reason why caffeine doesn't hit me as hard as you, is that just I've literally been drinking tea since I was like able to drink out of a cup.
I didn't have caffeine until
High school, probably for me.
late high school.
Really?
My
Oh, well, I mean,
parents
Coke
were
has
anti-caffeine. Well,
caffeine in it.
Like not like serious amounts of caffeine. It has
Tea
less
and
than
coffee
tea.
I didn't have until probably high school.
Oh, really?
I
It
had
was
tea,
just-
but like not.
When I was sick. Maybe.
Coffee's like by far the most caffeinated of the bunch.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I didn't have caffeine until
Caffeine.
until basically high school. Really?
I feel like I'm the same way with
I
you,
still do.
but for cigarettes.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, when I was growing up, my
So
uncles.
that's the podcast.
No, my uncles would fuck around with me straight up. Like
Here.
I'd be like 12 years old, rolling around. Like we'd have like a family gathering or
Roll
whatever.
around.
And dude, like they'd be like smoking. Dude, they'd be smoking hookahs. Dude, they'd be smoking hookahs, and then be like,
Oh my god.
and then, dude,
And off,
I have this one memory of like my uncle. I was like 14. My uncle just hands. He's like about to smoke a cigarette outside. I'm outside hanging out with everyone, and he's like, and then he gives me it, and I'm like, he's probably joking. No, I'm definitely not smoking this. He pulls out a lighter, and then my mom looks at it and was like, the hell are you doing? Get that cigarette away from me. He's like, what do you mean? He's getting old. He's getting old. Come on, let him smoke.
That's how he had his first
I'm like,
I mean,
this is definitely a joke, but like, are you serious? Like, I kind of wanted to test it to see if I was like,
I mean, like I was 9 years old when I bought my first pack of cigarettes from my grandfather.
Oh my
on the
Lord.
The needle at 14.
the Turkish. I grew up in an.
Get the belt out.
Every summer as a child, I spent in Turkey,
Oh my god.
and the island was
Gotta
relatively
stop.
small.
This is getting too deep down path. Keep going.
I mean, the island was relatively small, so you kind of all know each other. And so my grandfather, like early like Sunday mornings, would be like, "Yo, run down to like the mart and grab yourself like a candy bar and grab me a pack of cigarettes." And I'd like run down as fast as I could, and I'd get myself a. Wow, I'm having like a flashback of like all the Turkish candies I've ever had in my entire life. But I'd grab like a little candy bar, and I'd be like, 1 pack of Marlboros, and then he'd be like, that's not like Turkish. In Turkish, you'd say that, and I'd be like, oh my bad, and I'd repeat it in Turkish, and then he'd be like, how old are you? And I'd go, 18, and then he'd be like, haha, and then he'd hand me the pack, and I'd give him the money, and I'd run away. And I could have easily just like went off and like smoked it myself, but that's my grandfather.
stay loyal
Only
to the
took
soul.
one.
So that's the podcast.
That